It's time to practice positive thinking. And it's going to take some effort if you're used to hearing negative things about yourself or saying negative things about yourself. Or it can be a combination of both. If or when people are saying negative things to you, I want you to let it go in one ear and out the other. Okay? Because you have to be smarter than they are. Think to yourself, why are they picking on me? Is it something that I have that they don't? Is it something that I have that they want? That's how you got to think. So reverse that negative thinking. Okay? And when you're starting to think these negative things about yourself, I want you to keep in mind that your mind is lying to you. It's nobody but the enemy that is in your head trying to make you believe these awful things about yourself or to make you believe that you cannot change. Then, when you believe those things, it allows you to stay stuck where you are. I want you to think about the things that you're good at and think about the things that you like about yourself. Even if it's just one thing, take that one thing and run with it. So, when those negative thoughts start to creep up in your mind and you start to, feel unworthy and you start having this low self-worth, tell yourself, you know what? At least I have beautiful eyes. At least I have beautiful hair. Just take that thing and run with it. Okay? Because the last thing you want to do is start dabbling into, you know, the alcohol and the drugs to help you to feel better about yourself when you're starting to feel unworthy, because we know that it has its way to make us feel like this superhero, like we're sitting on top of the world, and before you know it, we're not feeling negative about ourselves. That's how I, used to think at that time. Okay, so um, and also, think about something positive that someone has said to you or could have said to you over the years, that made you feel really good about yourself. Okay. You always want to hold on to that one thing that really stood out to you. I remember when I was going to high school in LA, and I was only going there for a short period of time. I had my math teacher told me, he was like, there's something that's really special about you. And he told me this because I was saying bye to him, because I said, hey, I'm moving back to the Bay Area. And he was like, you can't stay? He was like, I really want you to stay. I went from being his worst student because I was a class clown. I went from being his worst student to, one of his favorites. And when he told me that there was something like very special about me, but he couldn't put his finger on it, I held on to that. Okay. So if I started feeling, negative about myself or feeling a certain way, I held on to that. So that was a great thing. And then the other day when I was in Trader Joe's, I was at the checkout counter and there were two cashiers. Actually, no, there was one cashier and a bagger behind the counter. And I told the bagger, which was a redhead, that he was a very nice looking redhead. And he was like, thank you. He was like, my coworkers be teasing me. I was like, look, if it works, then it works. I'm not saying that every redhead, looks good, okay? But it works for you. And he was like, thank you. He paid a compliment back to me. He said, it looks like you take really good care of your skin. So I was like, thank you. Hey, I told you guys before on another video that I compliment every day, several times a day. But, you should do the same thing. But when you're doing it, make sure that you're telling the truth. Okay? And when I'm paying compliments, I don't do it because I'm looking for a compliment in return. No, I do it because that's what I love to do, and it makes me feel good. Just like whenever I go out, I get my cup of coffee, or when I'm going out to restaurants or something like that, or it could just, it could just be anywhere. I love to give a tip. That's my thing. I feel guilty. It makes me feel bad if I don't tip because you want to show your appreciation. I mean, that is if someone deserved it. Okay, there's some nasty people out there. Okay, and not everybody deserves that tip. So, but I just want to help you to start feeling better about yourself and just knowing when to turn that negative voice off in your head. Okay? Because the more you listen to it, the more you're going to stay stuck in your cycle. You're not going to be able to, graduate from where you are. And then it's like, once you do graduate, you don't need anything that's going to pull you backwards. Okay? You don't want any of those negative thoughts trying to overpower your mind and trying to pull you backwards. Okay? It's like, once you defeat the enemy, here he comes. Okay? He's coming on even stronger. Okay? So it's important for you to, stay strong and just be prepared for whatever negativity might come your way. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time, stay blessed.